Welcome to Chef's Nation. I'm your host, Gary Earnings. Today I'm going to talk to you about the power of perseverance. From the time we were children, from the time we were born, we have been told to never give up. And some of us have been encouraged to quit. And therefore, whatever we were encouraged to do, that's what we did. And as you already know, my conversation to you is usually towards entrepreneurs. And sometimes I would hint relationship, because relationship is part of entrepreneurs as well. But the difference between perseverance and not giving up is the fact that the difference between perseverance and quitting is the fact that through your perseverance, life becomes a lot easier. Through your perseverance in this world, you will discover that life is a lot easier than you may think. Then you might say to yourself right now, no, that is not true. Life is not easy. Life is hard. That's what we've been told. Life is difficult. That's what we've been told. We've been conditioned to look at life as if we all have to struggle. But what we do not understand is the fact that the only reason you're struggling is because of lack of knowledge. The only reason you are struggling because of your lack of knowledge. It is not because the Creator designed it for it to be hard for you. The reason you are struggling is because you do not have proper knowledge regarding that subject, that business. So with proper knowledge and perseverance, life becomes a lot easier for you. When you look at a great basketball player like Michael Jordan, I'm sure when he started, he looked at basketball as something that was hard. So therefore, he persevered with consistency. He persistently practiced. Then the game of basketball became a lot easier for him. And some of us, we are born with great talents. That's fine. You have the great legendary Kobe, the late Kobe. When he was playing, you looked at his game. You felt like his game was easy. The game of basketball was easy for him. That's what you look. You like, man, that's easy for him. He was born that way. But what you do not see is the fact that the only reason life became a lot easier for him is through the practice, time spent practicing behind closed doors. So perseverance makes life easy for you. It is not because life is difficult. It is because of your lack of knowledge. You do not know what is behind that door. So you don't have the proper key to open the door. So therefore, you do not have the right knowledge, the right wisdom, and the right understanding of that information to disseminate that information. But if you did have the right information, would it be hard or easy for you? And I'm sure that your answer now would be, it would be a lot easier than anything else. So therefore, life itself is not as hard as we may think it is. When you look right now, we just landed a rover on Mars. And you may say right now, oh my goodness, that was hard. Yes, it was hard. But the moment we've accomplished that mission, the moment we've accomplished that feat, guess what? The next one will be easy. Because it is not the first or the second. You can fail 1,000 times, millions of times before you get there. But everything else that comes after that success, all you need to do is follow the same model. So therefore, yes, it appears that, okay, at the moment when you did not know, you didn't have the right information, you felt like life was hard. You felt like you didn't know what you were doing. Let's say you just worked and you just got hired for this job. You thought, okay, you said to yourself, you know what? You hired and you're about to do the job. Once you get in there, you realize it is not what you expected. You either decided to, you know what, that's not for you. You quit, you move on. Or you learn how to do that job. You learn the ins and outs of that job. And next you know, you're going to say, I can do this job with my eyes closed. I can do this job with my folding my hands. I can do this job in and out without any problem, without any scratch. The only reason you'll be able to do that is because you have now earned your stripes. You now have proper knowledge how to deliver that method. So it is not because you don't know what to do. It's not because, okay, they made it hard for you. And of course, there are places where they think they are making things hard for people just because they certain rules, thinking that certain people will not get in. Well, that's a different topic. But do not look at anything in front of you, anything in your life, as though that thing, that idea will just destroy you. Will it be easy for you? Maybe in the beginning, it may not be easy for you. However, if you, with persistence, with practice, determination, you will succeed at anything you decided to do. So, if you want to succeed, all you got to do is do not give up. Because with practice comes perfection. With practice comes perfection. You cannot perfect anything if you do not practice. If you do not practice, you can't perfect anything. That's a fact. You can be a natural born genius, you will still fail. You will still have moments in your life you feel like, oh my goodness, that's it. That's the end of it. So with persistence and determination, you will make your life a lot easier. Your life will become a lot easier if you decide that you will continue regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what's going on in your life. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever it may be. As you're listening to me right now, you might have situations in your life that you do not understand. It could be financial situation. It could be business. It could just be your relationship. Find the reason, find the cause of that stripe. Find the problem. If you find the cause of the problem, you can fix the problem. That's a fact. If you find the source of that problem, you can fix it. The only reason you cannot fix, the only way for you not to be able to fix something, if you don't know the cause of it. If you know the cause of it, if you know what's causing it, what is the reason, what's the problem, what needs to be fixed, and you find that. And once you do, you decide this is the way you want to go. Basically, with knowledge comes the easement of living. When you know, life is a lot easier for you. You look at the cat, you look at the dogs, you look at any animals in the jungle, you look at them, you think they have an easy life because they're doing something you cannot do. They're walking around, jumping from trees to trees with ease. You look at a professional basketball player, you said to yourself, oh my goodness, that person is so talented. That man is so talented. That woman is so talented. But what you do not see is the beginning, is the fall, is the times when they wanted to give up. It's the time where they felt like they wanted to quit. And that's the time you had no idea who the person was. That is the time, that is the most precious time in an athlete or any professional. The most precious time is not the time you see them on top of the Mount Olympus. It's not the time you see them on top of the mound. It's the time when they wanted to quit. It's the time when you, right now, I know you're going through something. You said to yourself right now, you know what? I want to give up. I don't want it. I don't have money. I'm not going to talk to people because I don't have the money to pay for it. So therefore you feel like, you know what? Let me give it up. Let me not say a word. Let me just quit. Let me hide. Guess what? Even if you do not have the money to do what you want to do, perseverance will open the door for you to get what you want to do. It is not a fluke. It is not something hocus pocus that you would not understand. If you persevere, you will achieve anything you set your mind to achieve. So perseverance is the key to making your life a lot easier. You will succeed with the right information. You will fail with the wrong information. And you can have all the tools in the world to succeed at your disposal. However, if you do not take time to learn how to use those tools, you will not succeed. So perseverance is the key to making your life easy. By learning how to use the tools, your life becomes easy. The easement of processing, the easement of delivery makes you a perfect person. It will also make you a successful one. Even after you've learned those, you may not be the best at it. But do not let that stop you. Don't let that stop you. Because if you always want to be the best, it's not going to work for you. You're going to fail. You will not succeed. You cannot approach the situation by you want to be the best, but you do not want to learn the basics. You do not want to learn the basics, but you want to be the best. You do not want to learn the tools that you need to learn how to use the tools, but you want to be the best at it. You have to fall a few times, because by falling, you will know what's going to trip you down the road. Failing, not succeeding along the way will not make you a failure. It's only strengthening your mind, your body, and it's strengthening your delivery, your method of delivery. You will know what not to do by having the proper knowledge. But do not jump head first. Take your time to learn the craft. And once you learn the craft, your life will become a lot easier. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Ernest. Share the message. Share the message. Share the message. And for my super fans out there and all the new fans, I want to say to you, thank you. So starting next week, we will be going live. And if you want to let me know what is the best time for us to go live, we'll do it. Send me your comment. Send me your questions. Click the notification button. Click on the bell. That way, soon as I go live, you'll be live with me. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Ernest. Thank you, and see you next time.